This is where Devean George grew up. And this is where he returns, a different man. See, it all started for him when he started to grow literally.
I was short. I was always a decent player, but I was short. I was like 5'10". And over my junior, going into my senior year, I grew to like 6'3" over a summer. And it was a crazy summer. I just was achy. I slept all day. I could see myself growing. My shoe sizes were growing. And then I just grew.
When he got to Augsburg College, he added 4 more inches to 6'7", and he started to shine.
It was probably once I got to Augsburg, the summers, I kind of spent measuring myself against D1 guys and professional guys. And I didn't see much of a difference. And I think that's when it kind of clicked like, hey, I can go to the NBA. Because it was a lost dream when I was short in high school, it didn't grow.
Devean George.
That led to this. He was taken in the first round by the Los Angeles Lakers.
They called me, and it was the relief of all the work that I put in. I ended up crying. It was just a big relief that, I couldn't believe it.
He would play for the legend, Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson is a great teacher, great mentor. He was hard on me constantly, but I appreciated him for that. Later on, as I got older, he explained why he was hard on me. He believed in me. He drafted me.
His career was off the charts. 11 years, 4 NBA titles. So why is he now here in North Minneapolis, in the tough part of town? It is his roots.
Same bullets that people are shooting now, I had to dodge those same bullets. I was scared to take trash out at night. So the same things that happened, the same people trying to recruit young people to be drug dealers and to do the wrong things. I had to make the right decisions and go the right way.
Because they were recruiting you too.
Exactly the same thing.
He's back not as a basketball player, but a developer of a specific project.
It's called the Commons at Penn, and it's an affordable housing complex. And it's a mixed-use building. We're on the commercial side of it, on the bottom. We got a grocery store going on the other end, and right now we're in my after-school program. I have young kids that live in the building come in here and get homework help. They do activities.
It is here families can live under one roof with much of what they need.
They learn leadership skills. They learn how to communicate better with one another. They learn how to love one another.
How do you teach that?
By example. That's the best way we teach.
And they can be active. But why bother to take this on if you're Devean George?
Somebody did it for me. I was them. I was here at one point. I was the one getting the free camps at Clive Turner Camp in the summertime. Yet I did have one thing. I had 2 parents that were around that worked 2 jobs, both each, to sacrifice for us. So I did have that advantage, as most kids are single-family homes.
Means a lot.
It does.
Is it the truth?
Second.
Is it fair to all concerned?
Third.
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
Fourth.
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
He's partnered with the North Minneapolis Rotary Club. They dedicated a peace bench in front of the Commons.
It's not only a beginning of a partnership between Devean George and the Rotary Club of North Minneapolis, but I would look at it as a symbol of obviously peace, but community too. To me, it's a place where the people on their way to work, they can have a safe place to sit. It may be 2 people who need to discuss something can come out and have a conversation.
This peace bench really is just, I really want to acknowledge you guys and have this on this corner, because it's needed. It's needed on this corner. And every time we can get something positive on this corner, which is showing people that care and that pound the pavement, I'm all for it.
All right.
Thank you.
What is this area like?
World War II.
Yeah.
You step out these streets here, you never know it could be your time, because every corner, there's like killings on every corner around here, man.
They know this area needs help.
For the people that lived in darkness saw a great light. That light, Lord, has now appeared on this corner in the north side of Minneapolis.
I live here, and this is where I've chosen to put down my roots so that I can make a difference. Because if everybody leaves, there's who's going to help? Who's going to help create a community? The north side is an awesome place.
1, 2, 3. Hey!
This is the area Devean dreamed of playing basketball, and it's the dreams he wants to reignite.
Devin, you know, is a champion, a great man, and he said he made it a point to say, this is where I grew up, and I'm gonna come here and help this community and build some stuff. You know, one step at a time can save a community.
What's it make you feel like, Devin, when you see this come to fruition and the brick and mortar and everything is here?
A relief,
Yeah.
you know, because all the hard work and long hours
here, yeah.
is finally something that you can touch as far as everything being on paper and meeting with the city and meeting with funders and meeting with everybody. It's finally all came together and it's here now. But the most exciting part along with this is the children and the families that we're able to reach.
He wants to be part of a solution, a legacy, if you will, that he knows he gave back.
He's the glue to this organization, you know, the creator of what's taking place here in one of the worst areas on the north side.
In these eyes, he sees hope. He sees opportunity. He sees what he saw.
They do everything here in a safe environment. And so it's kind of my give back. Right now, post basketball, I do development. I'm a developer. But I have a social impact side of my business that I do, that I give back, and that I also like to mentor young kids that need some help.
Today, this is really about recognizing all the people that have been putting in work in this community for peace, for change.
Because that's the real bottom line. Give back, plant, and be patient in waiting to harvest.
I feel good about it. It's a process. There's ups and downs. There's times where you get frustrated. And I've learned that the most difficult things, you just stay the course and you keep pushing, and the outcome will come out.
He's built it, and he can't wait to see who comes.
We stand up for peace!
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.